What's up, MMA? Welcome to the Glue Guys podcast, where you'll get raw, unfiltered takes and none of those media trained responses with your hosts, Big Tone and Sosa.
Welcome back. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Glue Guys.
It's your boy Sos, aka the Podfather, and we got Big Tone over there. What did we call you last time? What name did you come up with again?
Tony Padrano. If you
There
know,
we
you
go.
know.
There you go. There you go. So
Talking to me? Huh?
you got your pod daddies here, ready to rock, ready to go. How you feeling today, Tony?
I'm feeling hyped. We got so much spicy tea. We're ready to share it all, drop it all in the league, break some doors down.
Man, it's been a crazy week, full of content. Like it couldn't be a better time to have a podcast. I mean,
And we have to drop it soon. We've been trying to get this out for you guys. It's just insane. Everything that's been happening. The Xonics has happened. He's came through the league. He's made his presence known to the new guys.
Hurricane Xonics.
Hurricane Xonics. He's category 5 franchise.
No, I mean, I feel like, we wanted to get out earlier, but every day that we waited, it just got better and better and better.
Better.
Everything has been going on. So I'm glad. I feel like now it's a perfect time to unpack everything that's gone on in the league and, kind of fill in what the masses don't know.
Oh yeah. So let's kick it off. My team been going
Yeah.
through it a little bit, so just
Yeah.
dive us right in there.
Yeah. So, a teammate in the Decepticons, which is the team that Tone is in. Their shooting guard or combo guard, Jesus, violated some rules. He just said one too many words that wasn't necessary, and he is facing a 2-game suspension, which he fulfilled one out of two last night. Oh, not last night, last week when they played
The
the
syndicate.
syndicates, right? That's right,
Yep.
Xonics. So, now you guys kind of had a taste what it's like to not have Jesus on the team after you guys rocked with Jesus, we're gelling in together, and you're facing another suspension this week, or he is for the team. So, how do you feel about that, Tone? What's the game plan moving forward? Like, how do you guys feel like you're going to be able to handle the next few games? Because now the playoff race is really tight for the seeding.
I think we're looking good. It was tough last week missing him. I mean, everything's good team wise, by the way. Like we're not no hate. He apologized. He's just serving his time like any good citizen. Good Samaritan. But yeah, no, the game against Miguel, that was super tough not having him. You really felt his presence being missed because I'm getting full court press and I had to, give it to my other teammates to help me bring it up the ball, like the court. But it was tough. It was tough, like without him. Tonight we actually played the Phantoms, so hopefully that's a little bit more of a favorable matchup for us. But
Mhm.
I'm not sure who our reserve is yet, actually. But hopefully, we get someone
Yeah.
nice.
No, for sure. And how was it, not having another ball handler to help you out? Because once Jesus is gone, there was just nothing else really for you guys, or at least for you to get help. Like, how did you feel? How did you handle that?
Yeah, we did the best we could, honestly, and we really hung in there. Like the first 3 quarters, I feel like it was really close, and then they really like killed us at the end, with like their full court press, which they did pretty well. They did have Xonics, that's also a different story. We were missing our franchise player per se, and they were too, but they got Xonics to replace DJ. So it, as we all saw last week, we know what Zayas can do and what he brings to the court, and I think that like is also a different dynamic that we weren't
Right.
accounting for.
Yeah, I mean, he went off, 9 for 10, 2 for 3, 2 out
Hmm.
of 3 for the three, 20 points, and like he was just efficient as possible. And I mean, it really helped out Miguel going 32 with 32 points to kind of like be the duo to go over the top for you boys. How was it playing them up like offensively? Were they also really well on defense? Because you know, it seems like you didn't get as much help as you wanted.
No, they were really like pressuring us hard. I felt it for sure. I think that build that Zonic, they played man the whole time, but that build that Zonics is on, it's a girthy LeBron. He's really getting in their paws, but It was tough. It was tough to get around him. I'm surprised like I was able
Oh
to get
yeah.
any buckets at all like towards that team.
Yeah, no, at least you guys didn't get blown out. It's just it looked like it was like a somewhat a close game till the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's when
so
they started like figuring us out the most, I think, at the end. But it is what it is. I think we're still looking good. We're not last. So as long as we're making the playoffs, like that's our most important goal.
yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Your matchup wasn't the only one that was impressive. I'm gonna shout out my one of my rooks here, Nando. He absolutely killed the Black Order. It was like a shooting demonstration. He went 8 for 10 overall, but 7 for 8 on the three. Like that's insane. And being able to witness that firsthand, I think for me right now, Nando is number one for rookie of the year. I think
Yeah, over your other teammate. His name is Josh, right? Torado?
Josh Tirado. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tirado 1314 on his PSN. Yeah, because like it's the Nando's consistency is there and it's kind of like elevating. Like he's really figuring out how to be a force as a center, which helps out a lot. When you need that backup shooting from a big.
Yeah, no, he stretched the floor out so nice, especially against the Black Order, because Viz can't. Unfortunately, his build is 7'3", so it's already tough in general to guard like taller builds, and being that big and a little slower, it's going to be super helpful for you guys to get those open lane cuts or even just get buckets from the three. Yeah, he shot 8 threes for you guys.
Yeah, you think like after like the third, you kind of play a little more tight, but whenever somebody gets in the paint, Viz just starts salivating
Yeah,
and he wants to get in there, and Nando paid the price for that.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
Viz
That's,
paid the
that's
price
usually
for
what
that.
his team name is, right? SWAT party, SWAT team,
SWAT team,
SWAT
yeah.
team. Yeah, yeah. That's his favorite
Yeah,
thing to do. Another like honorable mention was Danny Roos Senpai. That guy went berserk too.
yeah, man.
Against the Phantoms, he dropped 27. That's his career high, I think. So like, props to him getting out there,
Yeah,
getting his name seen.
yeah, a nice 12 for 15. It looks like him
Yeah,
and Evan, no chill. They both went back to back.
yeah,
Danny and Evan, like looks like they were trading shots, but ultimately he didn't get much help. So Evan kind of just tried to maintain what he can because besides Danny, there's three other teammates of his who had double digits as well. So there was a strong support there from the team to really just help them gain that win. And I think that's a confidence booster for Titans, right? They've had a rough couple weeks, so I feel like having a huge win like this is great for morale.
yeah. That's good for them. Um, so we wanted to also talk about the Phantoms while we're on that.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, you told me you got some insider
we got
information, and this is my first reaction on the info as well, and we're gonna ride this together. So
yeah.
let's go.
All right. So sources say, as we all saw in the chat, it was brought up a little bit. But Tyler had the opportunity to sign Xonics when he
Right,
was added back onto the league.
that
So
was insinuated in the main chat.
insinuated,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
he had a chance
yeah,
to sign Xonics, but he rejected it.
he rejected it. So the stipulation was they were asking Tyler if Mel was done playing for this season. And if he was, and if Tyler wanted to, he could drop him for Mel. That was the whole ordeal. He had to drop Mel, and Mel couldn't play this season at all for Xonics.
Okay.
So
And Mel won it out.
Mel wanted out. Yeah, I mean, you're a captain of your team anyway. You can make the drops that you want, but they were given him that option to have. It would be two franchise guys at that point. It would be Mac and then Xonics.
No, and that's crazy.
Yeah,
You're getting a like top
that's a
two and
no
a half, three
brainer.
player. You know what
I,
I
I love
mean?
I love my money Mel, but that's a no brainer. I take Xonics. I'm sorry, Mel.
Yeah, Mel would
Uh,
take Zions.
yeah, Mel, of course.
Like that. At that point too, they were probably like 1-6 or something. Like when that was offered, like that would have been a huge turnaround for the team to stack some wins in.
Yeah. So he said no. And sources say
Yeah.
his other franchise player had a lot to do with this decision. And well, like a lot of his other decisions. But because apparently Mac didn't want to play with Xonics, Tyler was forced to say no. Han, what do you think about that?
Uh, bro, where's Tyler's balls? Like, what's going on here, man? Like, I mean, Max has already made known that he doesn't like to play with Xonics. That's why that trade happened originally and one a couple seasons ago, where they just couldn't be together. But like, dang, bro, like it's not looking good. You gotta get extra help. And I mean, as a captain, you should be able to like spearhead the decision what's best for your team, man. Like Zonix would be the best player on that team right now. Or like
He led them to a win against the Syndicate.
their
He dropped
only in-game win. Their only
40.
in-game win.
Yeah,
Wow.
he led them to a win against the Syndicate, and the Syndicate isn't like a team to mess
Nah,
with. They're not
nah.
light.
You're a captain. Like, we got LeBron in the front office now. Like, what's going on?
It's
Jeez.
tough. So yeah, I mean, Xonix is pretty much like the focal point of pretty much all the news that we have this week,
That's insane.
and
No,
and that
I'm still shocked on that. Like you got a freebie. One
it,
guy already
the-
wanted out, so he's not like he's gonna be happy he's off the team, and you're gonna get replaced with like a top two, top three player in the league. Easily.
exactly.
Easily. Wow.
I mean, I know Mac has played with Xonix before, so they know like their play styles are a little different. But I think once you build that trust, Xonix is easy to play with. I mean, look how Miguel and Xonix played against my team, the Decepticons, 30-20. Like I think once you like get those respective roles set on your team, anything is possible with Xonix. Like this guy, he dropped 100 in 2 games in one night, like just combined.
Yeah,
It was
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
like we've seen
65 on your team. I think he went like 14 for 19 from three. Like he didn't miss.
no, listen, I'm still really sore. Like like when I try to sit down, I don't know if I can yet because the way he balled on me, like it was disgusting. And I felt I felt like I tried everything humanly possible to just limit him what I could. I don't know if anybody could have done better. Like I legitimately don't. Maybe if you have like a pure lock build with 99 speed and like 25 shooting, like maybe. But like my entire goal game plan in that game was like let me just let him pass it out because he's not gonna take a bad shot. So let him pass it out, and then if he passes it out, I know that's when it implodes because they're just gonna start messing up their own passes, or they're just gonna get up like really thirsty for a bucket. And like, but like whatever's on like the Phantoms have never performed as nearly as well with Ozonics. You know?
Yeah, he led him to two close I mean, he led him to a victory and then another close victory against two of the top teams in this league. I consider you guys like definitely like top three, the Syndicate, you guys, the Symbiotes, and then like the third could probably be
Legion.
Phil's team, maybe my team, like right below that.
Yeah.
Um,
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
it's like I mean that was a terrible decision for Mac to even like put his foot in because like I get it. There might be some incompatibility. How do I say it? They're not compatible playing together. Maybe there's some ego situations. I don't know. I'm not insinuating anything, but like you gotta make it work. Like you're gonna eat you have 2 stars, one that is a pure scorer and that can help you out. Because as a point guard, you want to have scorers to be able to take the load off you. And he's having trouble with that in Phantoms. But man, like that Phantom team could have been top three
It could
easily.
have been nasty. You could like you can also look at it from the perspective of Giannis could have been your trade piece. If you didn't really like if you wanted to build
That
around Mac,
too.
he could have been your trade piece. You could have gotten some more wins from somebody else because he's a high commodity. There is a point guard shortage in the league,
For sure.
unfortunately.
There is.
So like a lot of teams would kill for that killer instinct point guard to help anyone.
That's
Like
what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like that you're thinking like a GM right there. You're like,
yeah.
listen, we're gonna try this out. If it doesn't work, you still have probably the highest trade asset you can offer in the market because nobody's really trading franchise players. Because if you don't like how it's working with Xonics, you're putting a franchise player in the market, and like you said, there is a point guard deficit. Could have gone, you know, who he could have gone to Viz's team. Maybe since Ace doesn't want to play point guard so bad, you know, like he's bringing Zonics and they can mesh. Like I'm just saying, there's so much possibility that you could have done with that situation that you just kind of shoot yourself in the foot, man. It's insane.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough. That's a hard pill to swallow. I think, like just hearing that, from the multiple sources. And that offer did exist. It's out there. We got confirmation from Mel. Like that was a possibility.
Wow. Well, I hope I hope their season somehow. Nah, man, there's no.
I mean, season's not over, but you never know what happens.
Nah,
But like,
it's over, bro. Because wasn't he eating like a Big Mac in one of the games?
yeah, he's eating up his burger. He's just relaxing. I mean, who doesn't want to relax in a league game if it's that easy for you, right? Like, I would love that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But like continuing on Xonics, the main focal point of everything, he was reserving, and it's quite clear and obvious that up to this point that he can win your team a game if the ball's in his hands. Like I know, unfortunately for your team, like you guys didn't mesh well due to chemistry because you guys already have a really good point guard. But like
Yeah.
any other team, he'll carry them to a win,
I agree.
and I think that's brought a lot of discourse, as everyone saw in like the suggestion channel. Um, there
Yeah, a lot
was
of messages got deleted. I didn't
yeah,
know we lived in communist China, but
there's a lot of discourse about the rules around Xonics because who doesn't want that guy to play for them whenever like one of your guys is out? Um, and due to everybody wanting him, we recently found out that someone broke the rules, unfortunately, for the syndicate.
I
Re-
saw they have to give up a forfeit, but like
correct.
I don't know the details. I know you got it, so I'm gonna be the audience here. So
So these are the details. Apparently, sources say messages were leaked to front office members over a dinner that they were having in person. Um, and due to the revelation of these messages of a request directly to a person for a reserve, they they violated the rules that are set in the league for asking for a reserve. You're not able to ask for a reserve directly. It has to be in the reserves channel.
correct.
So, due to these messages accidentally getting leaked to a front office member, you know, over a dinner per se, they are now forced to give up a forfeit this week to the lowest seeded team that they were going to play.
That's tough. Like, I mean, I know they're pretty upset about that.
Yeah, lots of rage over there. Lots of rage.
So who leaked it? Like, what happened? Nah, I don't
um,
know who leaked it. I don't know what happened with the story.
who leaked it? It was Darius. Darius.
You really didn't want to answer that.
I don't want to throw him under the bus, but it's already done, I guess, right? And
Yeah.
Darius accidentally leaked it, to one of the front office members, and he felt bad about it.
That's
Definitely
tough.
felt bad about it because
Yeah, no, Darius is a real one, man.
yeah, he's a real one, and he let his boy Miggy down. But Miggy's raging about it, and I feel bad for him. But I mean, the Syndicate's in a good place. Like they have a really good team, so I don't think
Yeah.
they can take that to heart. Like it is what it
Yeah,
is
this doesn't end your break your season. I
at
mean,
all.
they're like 2 games from top seed, 1 game from the second seed, and like no matter what, they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah,
So
you're an elite team. Like it's okay. You broke the rules, so like I guess just don't get caught next time. I don't know.
don't get caught. Dang, man. That's crazy. We got forfeits and
It's
oh
just
my
internal drama.
yeah.
Uh,
What else you got?
he didn't like taking that. So he couldn't take it that well. Let's say that, and
Hmm.
he had to message the front office about it, and
Okay.
it was a whole. There was a lot of issues about it, but at the end of the day, he broke the rules. So I mean, you can't point fingers at other people that do it too. I mean, if it does happen, it happens. But I don't know what else
Yeah.
to say about that.
No. Huh?
Yep. What were you gonna say?
No, no, like I agree with you. I mean, it's unfortunate, but at least it's not like a, it's not like a huge penalty or anything. It's not like they suspended Miggy or something, you know? That
No,
would have
of
probably
course.
been worse. I think, if you got caught, this was the best scenario to get caught. You have a good team, good record in the standings. You just gotta consequences of decisions and just it's unfortunate, because I know like Darius wouldn't do that deliberately. So it was just accidents and consequences.
Yep, of course.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, that's like the biggest headlines of the week.
Yeah. Well, there's something else going on the Legion of Doom. Um, so they've made Alan captain, who is your brother, or I Like Cookies on PSN. And Alan's a new cap. Phil is not being able to play at the moment, so now they brought in Darius to replace him.
Yeah.
And I feel like the team is gonna have a whole other obstacle to be able to jump over because Danny is also gone for the week. So they're not going to have Danny for the week, which is probably 3 games because they keep postponing the game with the syndicates. But that's 3 games without Danny at the center. And the combination they had with Phil and Danny was perfect. You have Danny as a stretch center, really able to work the shooting. Phil's the guy grabbing the board, doing the dirty work. And I feel like that combination works. But now without having Phil and not having Danny, I mean, Allen is faced like I feel like an uphill climb now because it's a team that hasn't played together. They might have to do some chemistry. Allen's gonna go on center. So I mean, what are your thoughts on that? How do you think it's gonna pan out for them?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, they're losing Phil, torn meniscus, got to hit the recovery. But I think hopefully, I think they'll be able to work it out. Um, Hopefully, Darius is also able to submit more builds and maybe fill that role. But you're all right. I think the combination of having Phil being that elite rebounder at the four helped out Danny when he wanted to stretch the floor for everyone else.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm with you there. I feel like it's gonna be a kind of a new identity for them going forward because I feel just with the way the team is constructed. I mean, until Danny gets back, Allen's gonna be playing off position, so I feel like that's gonna be a new experience with him playing that in the league setting.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he hasn't played center in the league. Yeah, you're right. He's only played on forwards and guards so
Yeah.
far. Yeah.
So it's a whole different play style, and we're gonna see how he transitions with that later in the week. Um, so hope they start figuring it out and they get where they need to be. I mean, they have a lot of good assets on that team, a lot of good players. So wishing them the best. And I guess one thing I could mention, right, for one last topic to go over is where did I have it? I had it right here. Oh, I mean, I also found out that Xonics is no longer in the reserve pool. So that kind of spices things up now when people are trying to ask for reserve, like you're not gonna have some crazy, demon come in and just throw 100 points at you. It's gonna be kind of more average guys,
Yeah.
which is the median of the league. A lot of guys who are good at 2K, but they're not like, you know, gonna change that course of your team. Like you're gonna get better with your guy out.
No, I agree. Like that, it's killer having to face him like that. I think anyone would agree. It changes the whole game. So I'm glad. I like love Xonics, but I'm glad he's not available to play for anybody anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
the free agency is gonna be crazy.
of
Like,
course. Yeah.
I mean, there's so much possibilities on how these teams can get constructed now, and it's gonna be interesting to see who Zonic's interesting to sign with, and how that can impact a complete different team. So, alrighty, any comments for conclusion, Tone?
No, I think we covered it all. You guys are now up to date with all the juiciness that's happening in the last like 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited to see how the season pans out.
Yes, yeah, let's do it, man. And
Yeah.
next week, hopefully we'll get a guest. We have a nice guest list going on. And like I mentioned last week, if you want to be a guest, you want to get interviewed, or you just want to come on the pod and hang out, you can let us know, and we'll add you to the list, and then we'll see what's the right week to get you guys in. But you know, we're always happy to bring on guests.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right.
Message me or Sosa whenever.
Hmm. I mean, with that being said, that's been the Glue Guys.
Yeah, that's the Glue Guys, episode 3.
Yeah.